believes in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. He cares about safety and security. And this is why all of you in this room live in this county, because of this man right here. This man is keeping criminals out of Macomb County so you can raise your family and children and start a business in this county. And he deserves our support and our applause for that. And we have actually several law enforcement officers present with us. And we want you to know that the Democrats are trying to defund you. They don't always support you, but we support you, we defend you, and we will always have your back, and we appreciate all of your service. And so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor, frankly, to introduce my friend, our friend, and your current Macomb County prosecutor, Peter J. Lucido.
Thank you, Robert, for those kind words. Father, thank you for being here. This is the first time I've ever seen a man of the cloth in a cigar bar at a fundraiser. And it probably won't be the last because he's a hero with me and every one of you. So thank you, Father, for being here. It takes pride, it takes guts, and it also takes humility to do public service. I never knew how tough it was. Yes, Robert's right, I did my law firm, one of the largest independent firms in this county, for a period of about 33 years. When my brother died, I decided, you know what, I'm cut with the same cloth as my brother Paul. So I decided to say, what can a lawyer who's done mom and pop work, took care of businesses, took care of the humble of the streets, and took care of the families here in Macomb County, what can he do? Well, he can write. I don't really like to write too much. He can go ahead and lecture and guest speak. He can teach, and I've done that at night. But I figured, you know what? I've had every opportunity that was available to me as a probation officer, parole officer, public defender, and running my own law firm to help those accused and those families that sit in the background until something's done. I'll tell you right now, I had the best ride of my life, and to top it all off, I went to become a lawmaker and put the laws into place that actually made sense to help our families back here, not somewhere else. So that meant everything to me. Criminal justice is in my blood. And after those laws were made, and I made a hell of a lot of them, I came back home after the trouble, the corruption, the dirt, to go ahead and clean out the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office to restore integrity and trust back to everyone in this county. There's a reason. The County Prosecutor's Office is a place of trust. And if it's not trust, no one trusts in the system. The system fails. Our judges that are on the bench, our prosecutors that are in those courtrooms, before anybody's charged, you make sure that you have a case, the elements of the crime can be made, and I instill that in each and every prosecutor in the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. So I'm letting you know how better did I do with God's grace and gift to me than to go full circle and be able to do what I do every day to the best of my ability. I thank God every day for what He's given me. Talent to go ahead and help the troubled in the world. Giving families and victims the opportunity to go ahead and heal. And to try their best every day to take another step in life. I want to thank Robert Lucido, my friend, for bringing all of you together tonight. I want to thank all of those individuals that gave to me that are here tonight. I won't let you down, I promise. I will still have the hitch in my giddy up to keep on going because I think we need it more than ever right now. As Father said, these are trying times. We have a duty, an obligation, not only to defend the country, and thank you, all of you service individuals that served this country honorably and did what you had to do during a time when maybe you didn't want to do it. But God bless you and your families that suffered when you were out there doing what this country needed, defending and protecting it. Thank you. This organization was put together by conservatives to go ahead and spread the word. And every day that word is more and more important. We need people in government that are actually going to do a job and be accountable to the people that put them there. Accountability. Every day I make sure, first and foremost, that the victims are served. That's my duty. Making sure that justice is administered fairly, with integrity, honesty, and to make sure that their voices are heard and not suppressed. So God bless this country because that's your God-given right. Lastly, I know we want to get back to having fun, but there's somebody here in the room that I have to introduce. His name is James Tiganelli. I met him a long time ago. He served as a police officer, but he also went ahead now and he is running the POAM, which is what? Police Officers Association of Michigan. All the police that are out there, and he speaks for them, the ones that are wearing the badge and protecting us every day. Jim, can you say a few words?
I was a police officer for 18 years before that. Then I became a township supervisor while I was still doing those other two things, and that's when I first met Pete. And we were with John Brothers. I don't know if he's here, but he's a good friend, I'm sure, still. We met at a Big Boys, a real fancy restaurant for breakfast on Hall and Garfield. And Pete started telling me what he was going to do as a state rep, and he knew that I'd been involved in that politically, and that we endorse 110 state representatives every year, and naturally he wanted to try to impress me. And of course, as so many of you know that have family here, even if you don't know their names, they're your family. Pete and I became Goombas. I don't think that makes any sense in the place, but we became Goombas right off of the bat. And the first thing I said to him was, Pete, you got a lot of guts, you got a lot of stones, but here's the deal. If you can't get 55 people to agree with you, you can't get anything done. So here's what you gotta do. I turned down the temperature a little bit, and I says, I can help you. We got him in there. We had a lot of you, but I think we had a big help because we represent about 80% of the police officers in Macomb County. And all of them that were in your district at the time. And right after that, Pete started doing, like he said, doing whatever he could to make a difference, make a change. And one of the first things he did was to try to do something good for the officers, the 13,000 guys that I represent. But the way he was going at it was driving me crazy. So we went up, brought friend Guido with me. It was a good meeting. Guido, Lucido, and Tiganelli. And I said, here's what you got to do. And we were like at Thanksgiving dinner yelling about who's going to win the ball game. You know, it was one of those kind of things. I remember your guy in the office said it sounded like we were fighting over a turkey leg. When we left there, yelling in might have been a curse word, but nobody meant it. When it was all over with, we hugged, we kissed, and we got it fixed. That's when I knew we would be okay. And he lets me in all the time. When I call him, he always answers. When he calls me, I always answer. And all he knows is when my guys are out there, they're doing their best. We hire human beings. Never forget the cops that are out there are human beings. We do make mistakes sometimes, and sometimes they just look like mistakes. He always gives me an ear. When he's right, he's right. When he's wrong, he's wrong. And we always walk out hugging him. So I need him to get reelected. Our Police Officers Association Michigan members, which go everywhere from Centerline to East Point to Roseville to Clinton Township to Sterling Heights to Macomb County Command Officers, we're all going to vote for you. We're going to bring our parents, we're going to bring our kids, and we're going to bring our friends and our neighbors. And we need you to win. So thank you guys for being here to support our firm.
Thanks, Jim. Again, thank you again for coming. It means a lot to me, supporting a candidate to get into I would say this, Macomb County is a blood sport in politics, and every politician that's in here knows it is a tough occupation. It's a hazard, but we all are together in this. We gotta give conservatives a chance. We gotta stay together, and we gotta do the job until the job is done. Thank you very much for coming today. God bless you all, and I want to say, let's get back to partying. So God bless you. Hold on, we got one more speaker. Hold on.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You may come from different places, cultures, etc., but we're all under the same banner, the same core values, which is freedom of speech, freedom, equal opportunity, and justice. And Mr. Lucido here has a proven track record as far as ensuring safety for our community, our families, and our children. As the same Mother Teresa said, that none of us could do great things, but all of us could do small things with great love. We're going to leave the big things up to Mr. Lucido, but we also have the duty to do the small things with great love. That means spreading the word, going out, voting, and as they say, you need 3 people and you can take over the world. So in November we have to elect Donald Trump, we have Mr. Lucido, and the third person here we have Father Fred. So we got to cover. So thank you everybody for coming. Thank the Palusha family for donating all the food and cigars. And let's make it happen. Thank you very much.